Parents, are you aware that there is a certain formula to having a listening session with your kids during this time? If you're not aware and you want to learn more about it, stay tuned. I'ma keep it rising. Say keep going higher. I keep going higher. I keep going higher. I keep going higher. I keep going higher. We keep going higher. All right, so today we're going to be talking about listening, having like a listening session with your kids. And it's important to have a listening session right now because it is so unexpected what has gone on in the world with this pandemic. And we need to be in tune to their feelings and how they're feeling about everything, how they're feeling about going back to school, just their inner thinking. It's going to be very challenging to catch them up from last year and move them forward towards next year's goal, but a lot of schools is going to be pushing for that. So with that being said, we're going to have a lot that they're being expected to do in unknown territory. So we just need to talk to them. The first thing you need to do, this is number one, you need to figure out the best time to talk. Do not get them when they're in the middle of a game with one of their friends, or they're having fun, or they're outside and you just say, oh, come in and talk to mom. No, I want you to get them while they're probably on the way to bed, like right before bedtime, but they're really not tired. So you want to have that conversation with them, or bright and early in the morning, whenever, it's time for their breakfast or something like that. You're going to do this once or twice a week. So you're going to want to just try to figure out the ideal time to have your listening session. Number two, block all distractions out. You put your phone up, they put their devices up, and it's just a one-on-one session. Everything is off. It's just you leaning in and tending to whatever they want to tell you about how they're feeling and what they're going through. Number three, you want to make sure you maintain eye contact. Eye contact with someone shows that you have empathy for what they're saying. When you look them right in the eye, you say, okay, I understand, dear, or you affirm them and just looking them straight in the eye, it shouldn't make them uncomfortable. So get in the habit of looking your kids in the eye as they're talking. Number four, make sure you pay attention to their nonverbal cues. Kids give nonverbal cues of aggravation, sadness, frustration, timidness, all of that, and just by their body language. Pay attention to their body language, and if you have to get their favorite thing involved, say for instance it's breakfast, and you're ready to start a listening session for that week, make sure you have like their favorite cereal or their favorite breakfast food or something like that prepared, so that they're eating and enjoying themselves and enjoying having that conversation with you. Or right before bedtime, just having, just peace and quiet in there and nothing to really distract. Just make sure that you just pay attention to their nonverbal cues. Number five, respect what they have to say, even if it's about you. That's going to be a tough one for most parents to adhere to, because we want to defend our honor. We want to defend what we have to say. Just listen. Just listen attentively and affirm what they're saying. Say, I understand that. Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. However, don't just say, you know what, that is not true. I'm not doing it. No, don't go back and forth with them. Just listen. Okay? So, another way to show that you respect is to don't cut them off. When you don't cut the kids off as they're talking to defend yourself, it shows a level of respect that you definitely want them to have for their for anyone that's speaking to them, either friends, adults, anyone. So that's a good strategy to model, just not cutting someone off in the middle of conversation. So don't cut your kids off as they're in their listening session. You are there to listen, not to go back and forth and end up in an argument and them shutting down. That's the worst thing you can do. Number seven, you want to repeat back some important points. Like if they say something, you're like, okay, well, I understand that you're saying this, whatever, and I can do better by X, Y, and Z. If they saying we need to spend more time, say, I understand you need to spend more time with me, and I'll figure out how we can get that into the schedule or into what we're doing. So just figure out what they're asking, what they're talking about, how they're feeling, and respect um, what they have to say. Don't cut them off, but repeat back some important things that they're saying so that you can allow yourself to speak it out loud, to remember, and also affirm to them what they're saying. And another one is don't judge them. That's the worst thing you can do at this time, is to judge what they're saying and call them names and say, oh, I can't believe you feel that way. Don't judge what they have to say. A listening session to understand how they're feeling will not be an easy process, especially if you guys' relationship is already kind of rocky. So make sure that if you have not ever had this listening session before, now is the time to employ these time renowned active listening skills. And these skills have been placed in with psychiatrists, with therapy, with counseling. They use these skills in order to listen to their patient. That's why they sit there and they just kind of just let you go for it. And that's what you're there to provide your kids with, the opportunity to just go for it. And even if they're going for you, you sit there and you understand that this is not about me. This is about me listening to my kid. Okay? No, it's gonna be hard. Next, you want to find a routine in order to conduct more listening sessions. It can't just be a one-time thing. I say do them all throughout July, even into August, throughout the school year. But to get started this month is so imperative, important to understand and get the routine started. Once you guys have a routine, then they can understand, okay, mama gonna be talking to me. That will go a long way in this epidemic by them having that resource to go back to say, you know what, my mom talked to me about this, and I was able to say this to my mom, and just have that feeling. It's unmatched by anything. So a lot of us don't like to open up, and it's mainly because the precedent is not set in some households to open up. So if we break that chain, we break that cycle, and we start having those conversations with our kids at a young age, then that can transform or transpose into their adult life. So start listening. So I'm just going to reiterate a few things that I've spoken about. Number one, make sure you pick the best time to talk. Number two, block all distractions. Number three, maintain eye contact while you talk. Number four, look at and pay attention to their nonverbal cues and offer something to kind of console them and chill them out. Number five, respect what they have to say, even if it's about you. Number six, don't cut them off. Number seven, repeat back some examples of what they're saying or some important points so that they can know that you're paying attention and you're understanding what they're saying. And lastly, oh no, don't judge them, and find a routine to keep this going in your family. I hope this has been informative for you. I hope you can implement this getting started real soon. As you're paying attention to this video, I would really love if you would subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of content coming out, and I just would really appreciate your support. And I'll talk to you guys